few songs of the night, and I really can't do the next one if there aren't enough people here who are interested in this genre. So I must ask you now, is anyone here a Star Trek fan? Oh shit, should we do this? We're gonna do it. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a Star Trek song. And we're gonna start at the very beginning with original series. I was stranded on a planet, just me and Spock. We met a nasty Nazi alien and locked our asses up. We found a hunk of crystal and a metal piece of bag. We made it easier and shot him in the head. I was standing on the bridge when Sulu came to me. His eyes were full of tears. He said, "Oh my, Captain, can't you see? The ship is gonna blow. Do something, I beseech." I grabbed the dribble and some chewing gum and stop the warp core breach. And I said, bounce the graviton particle beam off the main deflect the dish. That's the way we do things live, we're making shit up as we wish. Klingons and Romulans, they pose no threat to us, cause if we find a red vibe, we just make some shit up. That's right, we just make some shit up. What came after original series? Next Generation. Well, I know he's just a child, and most think him a twit, but Wesley is the master when it comes to making up some shit. He's the guy you want with you when you go out in space. Just tell him, "Shut up, Wesley," if he gets in your face. How the fuck did Sean Connery get on the Enterprise? I was supposed to be Patrick Stewart. I fucked your mother, Wesley. And if you're at a party on the Starship Enterprise, and the karaoke player just plain old up and dies, set up a neutrino field inside a can of peas, hold on to Geordie's visor and sing it to Data's knees. And I said, bounce the graviton particle beam. That's the way we do things live, we're making shit up as we wish. Klingons and Romulans, they pose no threat to us, cause if we find a red vibe, we just make some shit up. What came after Next Gen? That's right, Deep 6-9. Well, Cisco's on a mission to go no bloody place. He loiters on a space station above Bajoran space. The wormhole opened up and now they come from near and far. We'll keep the booze, the police, and back the fucking Jem'Hadar. Now what is with the Klingons? Remember in the day, they looked like Puerto Ricans and they dressed in gold lame. Now they look like heavy metal rockers from the dead, with leather pants and frizzy hair and lobsters on their heads. And I said, bounce the graviton particle beam. That's the way we do things live. The Klingons and Romulans, they pose no threat to us, cause if we find a red vibe, what came after Deep Space Nine?
I love you!
I love you too.
I love you more!
I love you more than you love me. Voyager. Well, I was stuck on Voyager, pounding on the door, when suddenly it dawned on me I've seen this show before. Perhaps I'm in a warp bubble, slightly out of phase, because it was way back in the 60s when they called it Lost in Space. We were looking for a way to make the ratings soar, so we orchestrated an encounter with the Borg. Normally you'd think that that would get us into shit, but this one's got a smashing ass and a lovely set of tits. And I said, bounce the graviton particle beam. That's the way we do things live. Romulans, they pose no threat to us, cause if we find a red vibe, looking after Voyager. Enterprise. Well, then they made a new show, and it's called Enterprise, and it takes place 100 years before Kirk was alive. They say that it's a prequel, or so that's what it's called. It's such a bad idea, you'd swear that Lucas was involved. They have a Vulcan female, but she's a nervous wreck. Her ass is sweet as seven's only green, so what the heck? They're in the past, but Klingons have those lobsters on their heads. I'm more confused than Wesley Crusher nude in Tasha's bed. What's the matter, boy? You're not anatomically correct. Just stick it in there. And I said, bounce the graviton particle beam. That's the way we do things live. The Klingons Cause if we find her in a bind. Bonus verse. Well, apparently a bigwig up at Paramount must have felt the franchise was stale by all accounts, because they hired J.J. Abrams to give the thing a shove. I feared that he would mock and mangle everything we love. Well, I went to the movies, and there, much to my shock, there were hunky models playing Kirk and Spock. Vulcan's been destroyed, and the timeline has been crushed. So someone tell me why I love this film so fucking much. Because they pass the rum and the particle beating off the main deflector dish. That's the way we do things live. We're making shit up as we wish. Klingons and Romulans, they pose the threat to us. Cause if we find her in a bind, we're totally screwed, but never mind. We'll pull something out of our behind. What does God need with a starship? Get the fuck off my ship, Kirk. We just make some shit up.